Hey everybody, what's up? So today we're going to be going over just a basic use of Alteryx and how to use it and how to take your data and create a workflow and analyze it without having to alter the original source of your data. So let's go ahead and get started. When you first open up Alteryx, you are presented with a blank canvas over here at the right, and this is where you're going to be building the workflow of your data. You're going to do this by using all of these tools up here at the top. In and out tools are used to read and write data. Preparation tools are for basic functions like filtering and sorting. Join is for blending the data from multiple sets and creating one single set. Then there are your favorites. These are the ones you're going to be using the most, but if you find this to be different, you can go ahead and click this little plus sign and customize it the way you like. Now I'm going to show you how to create a workflow by using these tools. First, we're going to input the data, so let's take the input data tool and drop it into our canvas. This window over here has now changed to be the configuration for this tool. Next, we're going to get the data from our computer. And for this particular exercise for the video, we are going to be using just a sample data set from Alteryx itself. Alteryx is going to ask you which data sheet you'd like to open. This particular data set only has one sheet, and by clicking the one with the $sign, I'm telling Alteryx that I want all the records from that sheet. Alteryx will then read about the first 100 records or so. And for this particular exercise, I want to find the total spend for each segment. This can easily be done using the Summarize tool here at the top. This allows me to group the records by the customer segment column and get the total spend. So we're going to go to customer segment, click add, group by, and then go to spend, click add, and then sum. What this does is tell Alteryx that you want to create a total of the spend field for each unique group. If you find that you don't like the field name, this can easily be changed. We're going to change this to total spent. Now I want to take these results and put them into a new Excel data sheet. So I'm going to go to the in and out panel, click on our output data tool, and take it onto our canvas. Now I can have this connected automated for me, or I can manually do it myself. So I can take this from Summarize and connect. So now the Summarize tool passes records to the output data tool. To create a new file, it's actually very simple. We're just going to go over here, File Browse, and just save it as total spent. You can save it as any sheet you'd like, but for this exercise, we're just going to choose to save it as an Excel spreadsheet. Alteryx will always ask you what you'd like to name the sheet, and for this, we're just going to name it Totals. And press OK. All of this, though, does not get executed until we hit the Run button. So we're going to click this to run the workflow. The results window below here shows what is happening. The input data tool read in 2,669 records from that file. It then sent those records to the Summarize tool. If I were to select the Summarize tool, then Alteryx is going to show a configuration of that tool selected. By selecting Summarize, it shows me the Summarize configuration. Summarize then sent those records to the output data tool on a separate sheet that we saved. If you click on this spreadsheet, Alteryx will open up directly in Excel. And as shown are the 4 records that we have configured. And that is how you create a workflow using Alteryx.